Hail. I'll start stream just a little bit. I should let you know ahead of time, as the title suggests, as the promotions for the stream suggest. This might be a short stream, not just because of, very recent events, but just a good chunk of today. I wanted to at least see if I could be in much condition to stream tonight or not. Yeah, I think let's go for it now and see how it goes. Hi everybody, I'm Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and since last we caught up, we have follows from Dorbu, Zach Matthews 240. Thank you for that. Oh, thank you for that. Oh, there are two of them. That's strange. Yeah, that was weird. Oh, it's because two of them were redeemed at the same time. You met me Swallow. It's quite a title. Thank you for that, Bats. Aphoristus, a prime sub from Colby, or KO1BI, Celeste Jest, and then just a little bit ago, a follow from Jame099. Great, some love in the chat for our recent follows. And I do apologize for the somber tone. Every other time I have Eurobeat music or something else playing, and if this is your first time here, welcome. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. I make Eurobeat music. My work has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR. Recently did some work with Matara Kanavi Shoujo. And I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Bit of an unusual time to stream, right? Today's been unusually frustrating. And I wanted to at least see if I was in much state to stream or not. Thank you all for the head pats. If I end up not being in much condition to stream, I'll keep it short. I'll be blunt, because this is something I talked about on Twitter. It's not just because of what's been going on with a certain agency and a certain former talent. It's not just because of that. That's a part of it, but that's not the only thing. And I don't want to overuse, or what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to misuse your attention for my own benefit or comfort. No worries, Celine. You don't need to do that, but I do appreciate that. So maybe I'll just have a brief overview of it all. Actually had a good morning. I woke up at my parents' house. I decided to stay over there after watching the Super Bowl at my grandparents' place. And I didn't want to drive over the hill with the potential of oddlings. That's cute. I didn't want to drive over the hill because, people were having drinks that night. And I didn't have anything, and none of my family members had anything there. But I didn't want to drive over that. Hello, Zeta-san. Good to see you again. Lena, not gonna lie, a lot of today has been pretty frustrating and scary. Not just because of recent goings-on, but the beginning was pretty good. I woke up, at my parents' place. We hung out for a while. Thank you for the head pats. My mom's feeling pretty sick, but she stuck around to chat for a little bit. And my dad and I hung out and chatted for a little bit. And I came home feeling pretty good. Actually didn't even have any makeup on. And for the first time in a while without makeup, I actually felt pretty cute. I got home and checked my email, and something scary appeared about one of my songs. And some things were out of place that were supposed to be in place. Hi, Pixie. I'm sorry if I missed your hi earlier. So I was dealing with that at the same time as trying to get ready for the reason that this stream is so late in the first place. And I'm frantically sending out emails, thank you for the headpats, figuring out what to do and getting ready for that appointment. So I get to that appointment and I get there, and long story short, it was canceled because the person running the thing was sick and had to call in last minute to be like, it's not happening anymore. But apparently I wasn't in the, not quite Zeta-san. I won't get into it, but I won't get into the specifics for now. I did get on the list for the next iteration of that course though, which is good. That was one less thing to worry about. And I came back and I reviewed what was going on with the song, and it is for the most part fixed while I was away. There's still some things about it that aren't quite back in place, but for the most part, things seem to be okay. And then, as I was getting other things together and ready for stream, the most recent stream on, hello, Timber. Just as I was getting a little bit better, kind of calming down from a lot of that, the recent stream on Illyra Pandora's channel took place. And that one wasn't necessarily about me. I don't know. It felt... I'm trying to be careful with my words here, because I've kind of aired how I feel about it a little bit on Twitter. And I don't want this to be a stream about other VTuber events and things like that. I really don't. But, bluntly, as someone who was a fan of many talents from that agency, I cannot support it anymore. As of maybe like half an hour ago, my remix of God Sees All is no longer public. Given the events taking place, I cannot in good faith or conscience support the company making those decisions right now. And it hurts, because I was quite a fan. I'll say the name. I don't have anything tying me to them. I can't support Niji Sanji. Not in light of what's going on. The fact that I don't want to get into too many details, but it's just been awful. It's been awful to see the depths to which Niji Sanji will go, and apparently to just increasingly to their own detriment. It feels unethical to support Niji Sanji at this point. I wouldn't say that, Jade. From what I understand, there are larger VTuber agencies that do take good care of their talents. It is very telling, for instance, to hear talents from some agencies talking about their experiences at those agencies and how they are taken care of. It's important not to extrapolate the behavior of one to the behavior of many. And I'm sorry that I'm realizing how low my voice is right now. I sound like I'm reading a script about... Nope, sorry. I'm very frustrated. I'm so sorry, Melody. I'm sorry that I had to be how you find that out. That's not how I wanted any part of today to go. I have a few hydrates that I'm behind on. I just had a very frustrating day, Amalgam. And not just because of recent goings-on with Niji Sanji. I will say I can't in good faith support them anymore. I really enjoyed Anja Katrina, for instance. She was really funny. One of her clips of her losing in Mario Kart and having to call one of her senpai a certain way was really funny. And the fact that she was so adored. Hello, Shellspin. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And I'm sorry that you're coming in on such a somber sounding stream. Today I'm just a little bit frustrated. Today had a lot going on. And Melody, I feel that I was a really big fan of Ike. Amalgam, no worries. Today is just an interesting day. It's not so big that it's like, oh, you know, the time of a month has created something awful. For all intents and purposes, I'm okay. Tomorrow I will be able to get back into a happier swing of things. And some of the coincidences that took place today are unlikely to happen again. For instance, I am now properly on the list for what was supposed to be today. The reason that today's stream was late, it was canceled, but I am now on the list to be informed as to if/when that's happening, so I'll be able to do that. And the thing that scared me about one of my songs earlier, the legal stuff, ended up being completely cleared out, and it's all good. And I take stress and calm things from people like you that are laid back and happy as a bad thing, since you are never... I try to keep some of my frustration and sorrow quiet. I think that it's very bad practice. I was about to say Brad practice. My situation is going to be okay. I should clarify that. Thank you for the headpats. The thing that I was going to do that made today's stream late in the first place is still going to happen. I'm going to be able to do that next week. And the legal stuff with one of my songs is cleared up and ready to go. And it was just a little scary for a bit there. Some of you might remember how fiercely I defended one of my works, thank you for the headpats, in 2019, where the instant I uploaded it, the instant that I uploaded it, it was claimed. And I was ready to defend it tooth and nail, even though the group that claimed it was supposed to be one of the ones who was supposed to protect it in the first place. And something in that vein kind of happened. Hello, mechanics. Yeah, it's a later stream. Something that I was supposed to do that made today's stream late ended up being canceled anyway, and had a scary thing with one of my songs today that ended up being cleared up in due time. And then just the stuff with Niji Sanji. I'm going to be honest. No. Amalgam, please. Thank you for your concern. I'm going to be okay. Everything is okay. This isn't some emergency. This isn't some like, oh, I need your help right now. Like, I'm good. I'm just coming down from some sorrow. I'll put it that way. Tomorrow will be right as rain. We'll be right back to Valentine's Day celebrations. We'll be making VTuber Valentine's tomorrow. And on Wednesday, we'll be making Valentine's choco in sort of the Japanese sense of it. So I, how do I say? I'm going to be okay. That's very loud. Shellsman, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. And I think with headpats, I stream every weekday, usually from 2 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, today is a little bit of an anomaly. It was loud in my ears. 6 p.m. is a much easier time for me to catch stream. Actually, interesting thing about that. There are some complaints about it. And yeah, there's some folks who are regulars to the stream where it's like 2 or 3 in the morning for them. And that sucks. I do feel like I do feel like there was no winning with a shift of schedule. Did hours of streaming are now changed, or is it just my imagination? Today is the only day that I have at a different time. Happy half 2 in the morning. I think about it. I've been meaning to ask this for a month, but once this combo is done, then I'll ask this. It seems like a bad time. I've got some feelings to sort through, and then I can be right as rain. With regards to what happened outside of my own situation, I've been a fan of Ike Eveland for some time now. And his involvement in the stream regarding Selen Tatsuki was tremendously disappointing. Whether it was a genuine statement of his own accord or a script, the fact that his voice was one chosen to throw Selen even further under the bus severely disappoints me. In a way where it was all very much a matter that could have been sorted any other way. That's the kind of thing that you keep private, especially the kinds of documents they were talking about were meant to be kept private, essentially. Yeah, that's the thing, Iro. I imagine that's the case. And by the way, this is just hearsay from what I understand. I do not claim any factual statements about the situation. But with my own understanding, including some of the things that I experienced with a talent from that agency at the time, it just hurts. And it was not an easy decision. But at this point, I have unsubscribed and unfollowed from, I'm pretty sure, just about every Nijisanji liver. Actually, let me double check that. There we go. There was one that I missed. I don't know. I'll say this, and mind you, I'm saying this as an outsider. I have no involvement in this business. Support livers. Question and be wary of their agencies. Even good agencies. Even very good ones. This is not to say, oh, be ready to be mean or cruel to an agency or whatever at the drop of a hat. But be wary of agencies, even good ones, even ones that have a demonstrated track record of being very good to their talents. Because who knows? Maybe your questions will be answered in a way that pleasantly surprises you. In a way that's like, oh, they are doing great things. They are doing this, that, whatever. Hey, Ori Turtle. Today's been a doozy. One bad management change can completely change a company. Companies care about money first and foremost. I mean, to some extent, they're obliged to care about money first. That's not to say that that they should only ever go about pursuing that in the biggest way possible. There are some considerations that need to take place first. I have thought about joining an agency before. Not gonna lie. It would be really nice to have a lot of things sorted out for me. But I gotta tell you, well, there is one that I will no longer consider. Yeah. I don't know, because like it'd be so easy to just say, oh yeah, just get rid of it, sweep it away, and don't even think about it. It is weirdly emotional for me. I do have a an attachment. There's a clip of Ike visiting this stream. There is a clip of Ike Eveland of Nijisanji En visiting this stream. And I really held that close to my heart. It's documented that Ike is a big fan of Eurobeat. So I'll admit I had some amount of hero worship for Ike. So that was hard to let go. Oh, I'm gonna turn off the heater. It's okay, Mirden. It's silly for me to be this attached. It's silly for me to care. Thank you for the hearts. It's silly for me to be this attached. And it's like, it's a weird analogy, but it's like being a fan of, how do I say? Does anyone remember like thank you for the headpads, early dubstep labels like Ausla and like the formation of Never Say Die and Firepower and things like that? You weren't just a fan of individual acts, you were fans of a label. And to some extent, I think in the dubstep world that still happens. Or even Eurobeat. You know, you're not just a fan of just Dave Rogers, or I mean, maybe you are, depending on the name. But if you were a fan of like Symbol and Mr. M and things like that, you were a fan of Time Records or Eurogrooves Records. Maybe you weren't just a fan of Go2 or Pamsy. You were a fan of SCP Music, unrelated to Secure, Contain, Protect. And so for a little while, I wasn't just a fan of Anja Katrina or Nina Kosaka or Pomu or Mika Malatika or Ike Eveland. I was a fan of Nijisanji En and some pockets of Nijisanji. I feel like this would be similar to if Disciple decided to be like if I don't know, someone signed a Disciple and then got kicked out and they revealed that no, bad example, because that makes it sound like Disciple's actually doing something bad. Let me try again. Dubstep label Beta. Dubstep label Beta signs an act, and then they drop that act, and then the act reveals that something terrible happened while they were there, and that it was essentially because of the label. And instead of just sorting things privately, the label goes out of their way to smear that talent. And in fact, uses other talents on the label to talk smack. Ow. Okay, that made me giggle a little bit. But it sucks because it feels like after a while you just can't let that sit idly by anymore. And yeah, it sucks to have that kind of attachment stripped away. Because on some level I was cheering them on. On some level, I respected that Nijisanji felt like the Warner Brothers, thank you for that, Bets, the Warner Brothers to Hololife's Disney, a needed contrast in the light of taking things too seriously, or being too absorbed in a specific vision. Another things that people may dislike about competing agencies at the time. But yeah. And I feel one of my favorite European bands was effed over by their agency and music company, so I stopped listening to all the bands they helped out. That makes sense. I'm gonna have another sip real quick. I think I'm probably missing a few hydrates. At least just one. I will say that it's kind of nice to speak lower again. I don't like how I sound like this, but I'm learning. I'm learning. It's getting through. Hey, if I can look cute without makeup today, maybe I can sound good without pitch today. Nope, another hydrate. Not gonna lie, I was drinking a little bit of water before the stream, and you always cut what you are saying. Oh. Oh, thank you. I forgot to set up words on stream. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie, I was drinking a good bit of water before today's stream, and I gotta undo that and also refill my bottle. So, if you'll forgive me in just a moment, I'll get some words on stream going, which feels a little blunt right now, because in light of the mood, it does feel a little iffy, but I think it's a good distraction. Go ahead and powder my nose. I did powder my nose. Actually used baby powder as opposed to just regular concealer today, or powder. I'll be right back. Ah, crap. I was supposed to catch that one. Oh, gosh. This one's brutal. Mm. Mm. Oh, well. Not gonna lie. It's got me in a good mood. Mm. I think the fake letter might be one that hasn't shown up yet in the words. What a word did I get that with? Oh no! Oh no, that's actually kind of ironic. Oh no! Okay, I needed that laugh, not gonna lie. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Okay. That, yeah, that was kind of coincidental. It doesn't count as a word. Oh wait, V isn't the V is the fake letter. Dota. I did try don't. All right, that's enough of that. Doop. All right, I'm back. It turns out that a quick trip to the bathroom and a little bit of water can do a lot for your mood. Also, funny words on the funny word game can also help quite a bit. But how's everyone feeling after that? Hello, Project Video. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. I think today's stream might still be pretty short. Oh, thank you for the headbats. In a better mood I may be, but maybe today's stream will just be a little short. Cause oh, thank you. Not really much on my mind to talk about anyway. Thank you. I'd rather have things short and sweet than overstay my welcome. So much been bubbling, so yeah, I'm fine for the most part. That doesn't sound very pleasant. Better trying to get the funny juices flowing to make the stream lighthearted in a way. I appreciate that. Short or not, just glad you're doing fine. I am. And I will be doing better. Like, I'm improving. I'm having a better moment now, and tomorrow's stream will also be really fun. It'll be nice to make some funny Valentines tomorrow. My day's been kind of heartbreaking due to personal reasons, but the stream is making me feel somewhat better. That's good. But one part is, oh dear, I am sorry to hear that, Project Video. I will lurk now. I have to wake up early. I wish you well on a nice stream. Aerodry, thank you so much for popping in. Lurk as you like. Laughter is the best medicine, and it's true. Honestly, yeah. It is. And hey, if you got Twitch on your phone, then you can watch me while sorting with that. Doki Doki Waku Waku from Necromantic is stuck in my head. See, whenever I see Waku Waku, it reminds me of Hara Hara Yukai from Haruhi Suzumiya. Dodo birds are really what? I am on phone, just got off the you're one step ahead of me. Great minds think alike. Yeah. Except now I have Anya? Not sure what you mean with Anya. Wait, no. Is that a D's Nuts joke? Oh, tell me I didn't just walk into that. Well, Anyway. Anya, Spy X Family does a Waka Waka. Oh, Anya is the kid, right? I don't know. These nuts jokes happen. I have to be on the lookout for these things. She is the kid. Okay, okay. Quick crunch. People keep saying I do magic. I say I don't know any. Got a couple Twix up my sleeve. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Yeah, I have a thing of pita chips, and they're quite good. I don't know why I care much for pita chips, but I do. They're like slightly salted. I don't know, they're up there with like, ever heard of Mind Goblins? Who's Steve Jobs? Ligma balls. Hello, Kuriama Eris. Good to see you and welcome back, gamer. Hope you're doing well today. Let me do that hydrate real quick. There we go. Which broadcast did you watch the Super Bowl on? I think it was just CBS. It was at my grandparents' house, so that's the one that we got. Did anyone here see the halftime show on Nickelodeon by any chance? Oh, you were Moongeist. Okay, good to know, good to know. Who won the Super Bowl? Not my local team. Not my local team. Really well played though, not gonna lie, like that was a worthy game. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, we were shorted, we were this, that, whatever. But it was well played. It was a good game. The superb owl, indeed. Superb owl. I thought it was a fun game. I thought they did well. Both teams played quite well. Not perfectly, obviously, but, you know, everyone's an expert, right? Sirius is the last name. Well, that's good. Let's see. Okay. What do I think of the halftime show? So the one that I saw was with Usher and, oh, another hydrate. SpongeBob canonically a what? No. No, 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 no. There's no way.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, do you like football or did you watch just because of it being Super Bowl? So I don't really follow football. I support local teams because they are local. The Tom Kenny VTuber as SpongeBob was unironically really? That's good. That's good. I feel like Nickelodeon would get that kind of thing right. Although I am curious. I do want to look that up. SpongeBob VTuber. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, they don't look bad. They don't look like bad. They're not poorly implemented, I'll say that. But like no, it's not bad. I'm just surprised. The Sandy Cheeks one was a little bit frightening. Can you link a tweet? Yes, let me go ahead and permit you. There. Yeah. Yeah, all right, let's take a look. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that is the look of behind this face. I don't know what to care about football, but this is a moment that I've heard is real good. I want to show a clip about Tetrio, but I don't know if I should, since it will be self-promoting. So, project video. Here's the thing: if there's a context to it outside of you doing well at video game, then I think it'd be worthwhile. If that's the case, then go for. Oh my gosh. Then I'd say ask for permission, and I'll grant it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm feeling a lot better about today. How about yourselves? I knew that streaming would help me feel a little bit better. Although I don't want to use streaming as a means to improve my mood. That is not a healthy balance. I've had spikes of anxiety forgetting I have to fake being... Oh. I'm sorry, Caitlin. I do hope that in time you can attend functions as your best self. I can gladly say it really does hit differently, and it's worth it. I hope you can soon. Funny story, a YouTuber I follow won the NFL Fan of the Year in the honors. I did not know that. Still kind of scared because I just had to switch therapists and have to now talk about the stuff that I don't want to talk about, so then the things that need to be addressed and helped with can be addressed, but at least I can figure out more about myself now. I feel that, gamer. I will say this. If you're talking to a therapist, you have essentially paid someone to hear you out. And assuming that this is of your own accord, for the record. If you have hired someone for yourself, then you kind of have bought the kind of the right, for lack of a better way to put it, to share whatever you need to or not. It's not easy to talk about things, but, well, if they take it poorly, if they take it in a way that you don't like, well, don't pay them anymore. I know it's easier said than done, but, like, I think you have plenty of value in your control in that kind of situation, that kind of discussion. I know that doesn't necessarily make it easier to talk about those kinds of things, but just know that in the event that for whatever reason you have maybe a really unprofessional therapist and they cast judgment or something, the therapist took something I said and didn't understand who I really was, even though I've been talking to them for a year and it went not as good as you think, so I've had to switch to a new one. I am so sorry that that your last therapist took it the wrong way. I hope that that the one that you'll be seeing soon sees you more properly, sees you as you are, and when you share that with them, that that they work with you in that. Currently switching therapists at the moment. Shoot, am I about to get into this? I'm not gonna share too much about my situations and things like that. I'm putting some effort back into my particular mental health going forward. There's things on the schedule that are helping out, obviously, you know, based on today as well. Not to say that everything's magically better, so much as I'm putting in the work. I will also say, I don't know, this has been, despite today being really scary and frustrating in a lot of ways, this has still been a good month so far for me, personally. I have been taking better care of myself. I have been taking care of things that I've needed to. I have surrounded myself with care and love and the people around me. I have been trusting other people with care and support. And yeah, I think things are generally going okay. I do need to check something real quick, but for the most part, I'm gonna be okay. For those who are just coming in, today just had an interesting sort of series of bumps. There was something scary that bubbled up about one of my songs that is now cleared up and squared away. There is something that words are failing me right now. There was something that the reason that I was late for the stream, the thing that I was trying to attend ended up being canceled. But it turned out I wasn't really on the list for it in the first place, so we actually got that squared away, so that's good. And then just as I was kind of recovering from those two individually, the situation with Niji Sanji got really rough and frustrating, and that really sucked. But all things considered, today's going better. Ask IKEA if they'll give you a discount for bulk purchases. I have one Blahai, and I would rather not. How do I say? Me having two Blahai means that someone else might not have one. I only need one. And I love my Blahai very much. I fall asleep with that Blahai every night. It's better that it was canceled and you found out that you weren't on the list. And exactly, Game Boy. You get it. So that one well. And the stuff with my song is for the most part recovered. You need a Blahai? Mirrodin, we need to get you a Blahai. Do you have a throne by any chance, Mirrodin? That might be a good and wonderful place for a Blahai. Yeah. So a Blahai is technically it is a shark plushie from IKEA. And while everyone loves Blahai, absolutely everyone, with no exceptions, questions whatsoever at all in the slightest, there is a particular subculture around it with trans people. We love Blahai. Can confirm. Can vouch. It's a good plushie. Honestly, very huggable, very soft, very fun. And they have a tiny one too. I want to buy a Blahai for someone. Not gonna lie, my Blahai is from one of my besties, actually my ex-girlfriend. So in a way, it was kind of prophetic. A sign that, like, yeah, your eggshell is. Never been in an IKEA before. It can be fun if you follow the path. Think of it less like a maze and more like a labyrinth. I have one on my couch. Asked my parents to buy it their last IKEA trip. Aw, that's cute. You get someone a bouquet of Blahai. That. Are you? Who is that for? I don't have a Blahai, but I do have a stuffed rabbit that represents the new things I've been finding out about myself that my mom got me for Christmas. And although I can't snuggle with it due to pets, I have it somewhere in the room to look at all times. No worries, gamer. How do I say? Actually, who here has read the story of the Velveteen Rabbit? Hello, Gummy Burgers. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. My brain just shut out. I listened to an audiobook version of that recently. And it was a very... I'm not sure if it was the one that I should have listened to. Through my medical situation, I have a free year of access to Calm, like the Calm app. And one of the things that they'll do for like sleep stories is ASMR readings of books, where it's like whispered and right up here, and the Velveteen Rabbit extended its feet, kind of thing. I have a wolf pillow plushie from my ex that I sleep with at times. Oh, that's cute. And I don't know, it didn't feel like a very happy-go-lucky story for a little while. I think there's a few problems with the way that I see it, but I had a weird amount of like trans feels from it. Like, I don't know, it felt like the rocking horse kind of related to me as like an elder trans person, and like the notion not of needing a fairy's help to transform and to be quote unquote real or whatever, but just a sense of the internal discussion with oneself that one goes through and kind of negotiating about between what they want and where they are now. I got a certain amount of trans feels from it. Doesn't mean that I necessarily should have, or that there aren't problems with interpreting it that way. More just that's kind of revisiting it after years. It's like, oh, yeah, I can relate to at least some of those feelings. Hello, Deltas. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Quick crunch. Oh, that's picking it up real well. Steven Universe did that for me for the things I'm going through. I see. I'm gonna have a sip of water. I think I'm missing a few. Oh, I'm not missing any hydrates. Self-imposed hydrate. You love my... Oh, thank you. I've been thinking about doing like a proper ASMR stream in the future. I would probably just do some like gentle reading or something. Maybe some like cute stories from the past or something like that. I don't know. I had a really fun time the last couple times I did it, like with the kinetic sand and with the stories. Thank you for that, Bats. But yeah, I thought about doing that again. Do y'all remember those snack cup things? I remember a few snack cup things. I would need to know more details. Because, handy snacks were like, are you talking about pudding? Are you talking about like the cheese with the pretzel sticks? Are you talking about like Dunkaroos? Are you talking about like fruit cups with like are you talking about like with or without the juice? Are you talking about with or without the Jello? I'm an American. A lot of snacks were in cups in the 90s. On a completely unrelated note, I passed one of my quarterly exams. That's neat. Let's go. Look at you go, Sky. I'm dropping my voice back down, not because I feel somber, but because I actually kind of enjoyed letting my voice rest a little bit like that. The fact that I can speak like this. There we go, Gamer Boy. I had the gift of foresight. The tongue feel of those wooden spoons for the... Oh no, I know what you're talking about. Oh, those were so bad. I did not like those at all. The ice cream itself was good, but the tongue feel... Oh, I can't think about it. Oh. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, there were these little planks of basically like plywood or something that were supposed to serve as spoons for these little ice cream cups that were served here in the States. The texture of the frozen chocolate sauce, yeah, or the strawberry. Okay, the strawberry sauce slapped. Yeah, that was good stuff. I'm gonna try keeping my voice pretty natural today. I know it's a bit of a shift, and I know that it sounds lower energy than I usually display. No, but the tiny plastic tiny spoons, magic shell. Oh my gosh, they still have magic shell here, if I remember right. Magic shell, that's the good stuff. Jolly watermelon Jolly Rancher ice cream. That my mouth is watering thinking about that. That sounds so good. Oh my gosh. Like, I do you remember those bowls with the built-in straws for cereal? I don't remember those. Ice cream. Oh, okay. Ice cream socials. I'm not sure if it was just me, but can I be real about ice cream socials from like elementary and even like early middle school? Less than mid. I once got to go to one as like a reward for I forget what, but it was an hour of here's a bunch of ice cream, go nuts, kids. Totally not a reward. Not a reward. Like, not worth it. the ice cream might have been good, but it was like, here we are, we're in a room. I imagine there might have been some cases where there were like really good ice cream socials, but it was just It's like, we ice cream. You know what it is though? Ice cream socials got us prepared for corporate pizza parties. Like, you made us a whole bunch of money. Here's a $30 pizza. Really? Really? That's recompense for the work that we did. That's recompense for the blood, sweat, and tears. A few slices of cardboard with cheese on it. I tried cookies and cream ice cream once. That's been my go-to ever since. Those are good. Those are good. Root beer floats. Those are good though. Root beer floats do slap. Actually, now that I think about it, does anyone else feel slightly violated by those magazine? Did anyone else here do magazine drives in school? Like, they'd have the very enthusiastic gentleman come through. And it's like, you could win a car. You could win a car, sell enough magazines, and we'll drive you around in a limousine. We'll shower you with goodness. We'll shower you with money. You can grab as much money as you like from this machine. You can, for this much money, you'll win a skateboard. That's right. You get a this brand skateboard. That's right. It's super cool. If you sell 5 magazines, just 5 magazines, you get yourself a Hershey bar. That's right. You get yourself a Hershey bar. Limo trip to Chuck E. Cheese. Okay, so that actually sounds like it's cool. Because, like, that actually sounds like a reward. Like, as a kid, oh gosh, I was one of those kids that, like, Chuck E. Cheese was heaven for me. I was that, like, really early on in life, but I did like Chuck E. Cheese quite a lot. Arcade games, and I was the kind of kid, like, reminder, this is, like, younger than 6 or 7. Chucky and I were buddies, you know? I don't know what accent that was supposed to be, Amelia. I'm sorry. Did I have Scout? Oh gosh, Scout popcorn. So this is how some of the audience members are going to find out I'm a trans woman. Yes, I also had to sell Scout popcorn. So people are going to pop in. It's like, wait, didn't you have to sell cookies? No. Popcorn for me. Yep, I was a Cub Scout, and then I was a Boy Scout, and now I'm a girl. We're not acting like the Scholastic Book Fair and fairs weren't lit. Oh no. Scholastic Book Fairs were amazing. Here's the issue for me. I didn't go to a public elementary school until like 3rd grade. I was homeschooled up until 2nd grade. I was doing like 4th or 5th grade spelling in 2nd grade. I was doing real well there. And then I had to join public school in 3rd grade. Didn't the Scouts have like a special handshake? There were a few different greetings for Boy Scouts. Oh gosh, what was it? Like there were several things that we had to memorize. It really is just like military prep. Beavers level. I don't think we have Beaver Scouts in the USA. So Cub Scouts there was what? Wolf, bear, something else, and Wibelos, which is supposed to be the transitionary thing to Boy Scouts. I told you this before, but I bought a diary at Scholastic Book Fair where I was 7, specifically to say, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You did tell me that. It's still something about that is just like, it's heart. It does something to my heart. I have cubs, tigers. Yeah, that's right. Tiger, wolf, bear, bob. I think bobcat was like the super intro. Homeschooling has ruined 3 of my cousins. Uncle figured out for the 4th they shouldn't be in public school. So here's the thing. I will admit that my mom did a pretty good job of teaching us well. Like we did not skimp on our education, like 1st, 2nd, kindergarten, etc. We did our work. We learned. We were doing multiplication and division and addition, subtraction, all that stuff. We were not like skimping on anything. We were doing good science too. it was, I feel like we were pretty well, actually, third grade was kind of behind me in terms of curriculum when I got in there. That's not to buff me up so much as to indicate that we were actually not just educationally doing well, but even a little bit ahead of the curriculum, according to sources. According to sources. I didn't like that people referred to me as dumbing down a few years after that. I feel like that's not the kindest way to go about that. But credit where it's due. My parents did a good job with our education. UK has Beavers, Cubs, and Scouts. They go in that order and are all under the Scouts label. I think Boy Scouts of America and whatever the UK has going on are separate. But yeah, no, we sold popcorn. I was pretty good at selling popcorn. I would much rather have sold the cookies. Hell, that should have been another sign for me that I would have rather have been in the other Scouts. Although my sister actually kind of squashed that for me because at the time, this was the 90s. Remember, I'm not as young as I used to be. So what was I about to get into? Right. She was part of a Girl Scout troop for a little while that didn't really do all that much. And she was kind of disillusioned with that. And at the time, I was pretty satisfied with the Scout thing that I was in. But once we got into like higher Scouts, like Boy Scouts, stuff got a little bit worse. Like, I'm going to take off my headphones. Things got a little worse. Age 26? Age 26? Over here, like, scouting ends more like in your early 20s at most. And that's usually if you're like a scout leader already, at least in my understanding of it. But, I don't know. And mind you, this is not to shame. I imagine that, how do I say? I do not regret my time in Scouts. I do not regret my time even having gone through Boy Scouts. I guess the issue was like, I left Boy Scouts when someone tried to kill me over me stealing my seat back from them. There was some other stuff that went on, but that was kind of the point where it kind of hit its peak. There was a member of the troop that was known for being a little bit angry. And generally, it just ended up like, what's it? Oh, think of the headbutts. Granddad Flintstones. Hello, Sax. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. So, aw, you're very sweet, Sax, and welcome to the stream. I eagerly await that day. So yeah, when I was a young Boy Scout, surprise, surprise, I was on some camping trip. I think it might have been snow camp. And, gosh, I saved up money to go to that thing. I was such an idiot. So, there's a phrase where, move the meat, lose the seat. That was the philosophy. If you get up from your seat to do whatever, and there's a reasonable amount of time. If you're going to reach something and you're coming back, then you're not going to, scooch in and steal it. But if they're up for like 30 seconds or so, then you go in and you steal the seat. If you want it. So, I'm sitting down for a little bit. I reach over something and he scoots in. Dude, what are you doing? Move the meat, lose the seat. I'm like, okay, whatever. Kind of crummy. It was less than a second, but okay, you do you. Some people just really play to win. And I wait a little bit, and he's away for like a minute or two, and I sit back down. And he comes over. Mind you, this was at a time when swearing was, still taboo at our age. It was like, dude, what are you being for? I'm like, well, move the meat, lose the seat. He responded by grabbing one of the planks of wood that had not been processed for throwing into the fire and swinging it at my head. I had to catch it with my hands, like above my head. It won't let me capture that motion now. But as I noticed it, as I looked up, I saw a rusty nail that was like pointed at the top of my head. If I hadn't caught it, there would have been a rusty nail driven through my brain. I didn't share that detail until a good bit later, but after that did they get away with it Yeah, honestly, I mean, I think he was already kind of on thin ice beforehand. I just saw it as like him lashing out, and I don't think I think he might have had some sort of repercussions, but after that, I didn't really go to I didn't really go there anymore. At the time, I really thought that it was just like originally when I was kind of recollecting from that moment, I was like, wait a minute, he wasn't just trying to swing a thing of wood at my head. He was trying to swing a nail into my brain. So, Karma, what a story to come in on. So, I was sharing about an experience I had from Boy Scouts where another scout tried to drive a rusty nail through my head for stealing my seat back from him. That was my sign to leave Scouts. I didn't end up going back, and even the Scoutmaster at the time was like, okay, cool. Sorry that you're going, but understandable. Yeah, I got out after that point. I don't think I even left immediately. It was just kind of like I just kind of faded out. I just stopped going, and after a while, I'm like, yeah, don't include me on the roster anymore. Which was kind of prophetic in the same way that I rushed a. It worked out obviously. In the same way as like when I rushed a nearby fraternity but did not pledge. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that scout troop, and honestly, I don't care. I do not care anymore. Quick crunch. It's a shame too because like in Cub Scouts I had a good time, and in early Boy Scouts I had an okay time. I think the problem was they were really trying to make things seem less miserable than they actually were. And again, I didn't have a bad time. Actually, I enjoy camping. I enjoy going out into nature and, fighting the elements a little bit. I like hiking. I like that kind of thing. I love that. I actually really enjoy it. The problem was, I can't put it any other way. A lot of kids at my age, that age, were assholes. That's the only term that comes to mind. You just unlocked a memory of the one book I got from the book fair. I miss being, aw. See, I never really got to take advantage of the book fairs because, like, that involved having a lot of money. Like, you had to buy books, really. And I didn't have money to work with. And my parents, it's not like my parents didn't have money so much as, like, that was a lot of money to throw at those book fairs are overpriced. Exactly. Well, the thing was also like I wasn't really there for books. I noticed that they were selling games, and this was a time when I was that kid who was like, oh my gosh, a computer has games. I was the that games on your phone kid for about computers. Mind you, at my age, a lot of computers were still prompt based. Windows 95 was still a novelty. I think Windows 98 was just starting to roll out when a lot of like elementary schools were getting Windows 95 in their computer labs. Was anyone else here around for like computer labs in elementary school? When they would like set you up with, I don't know, like Mavis Beacon teaches typing or some other like typing thing. Don't remind me of those days. Hi Bosch, good to see you. That was back when we used to go on the computer as opposed to just defaulting to it. Why does it seem like my volume is still clipping no matter what I do? I think I actually got the first Kingdom Hearts manga volume at one, as well as like, I think maybe Kingdom Keeper's book or something. Ooh. Oh, those old Mac computers, those old iMacs with like the, right around the 2000s where it was like, they had like the translucent color. Peak Apple. If they stuck with that and kept the computers affordable and good, I'd probably still be on a Mac right now. Alas, such is not the fate that we got. I remember a bit of that from like a daycare or something, though it wasn't truly like that. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of stuff. Hello, Blob Seal. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Computer labs. I remember that. I was kept blowing bubbles at the PC. Okay. I know that they tried Math Blaster. Oh, Math Blaster. Oh my gosh. Also, not gonna lie, I did have a little bit of experience with Mavis Beacon. You know who my typing tutor was? Mario. I was the kid that had the Mario Teaches Typing 1 and 2. We didn't have one, we had 2. Oh my gosh. Yes. And honestly, it slapped. There was a Garfield Teaches Typing? I didn't know about that. The reason I remember the summer daycare had placed a shmup cabinet? What? Okay, that actually slaps. That actually slaps. Typing of the ooh. See, things would have been a lot different if Typing of the Dead was my typing instructor, but I am grateful for the time I spent with Mario. Garfield's typing pal, I didn't realize that was a thing. Or having played Lionel game, an Animaniacs game, and OG Lego Island. Fun fact, an Initial D typing game exists. A S D S D F F G H A S D A S D F. Oh no. Oh no, I actually love that. Okay. Name an IP that existed in the 90s and are probably typing tutor of it. I loved Reader Rabbit so much. See, yeah, I remember that was a thing. Like, typing tutors were just all over the place. I remember that. That was like, those were good times. I like those times. Those were very good times. I'm gonna close a few windows before I forget. Don't need that one open. Don't need that one open. Don't need that one open. Don't need that one open anymore. Don't need that. Definitely don't need that. Don't need that. I'm trying to keep the ones that I do need open. Did I play Jumpstart Learning? Not very much, honestly. There weren't a lot of those games that I did get to play. I remember as a kid, Mac had the cool games because like those were what were in the lab, and everyone on their recess or lunch wanted to play a game called Bugdom, like Kingdom but with bug. Freddy, I didn't play a lot of Freddy Fish as a kid. Not gonna lie, like I heard about that and like that line of games a lot later. Cool math games. I remember that. I remember that was the same site where like not only did they have, Flash games, but they also had like actual math assistants. I really liked that too, because it was like, listen, your math homework is probably really rough. But also, not only let's get you something to distract you when you want a distraction, but also something to help you when you're ready to actually do it. Putt and Freddy Fish. Not gonna lie, the most recent playthroughs of like Putt and Freddy Fish I've seen were like on Alpharad Plus. Or is it Alpharad Gold now? I forget, what is Alpharad's second channel called these days? Oh Lord. Oh, it is Alfred Gold. Okay. There's already a false ID video about it. And remember that one site where you can make your own pumpkin or make your own snowman. I feel like there were a few sites like that though. Like that was back when Macromedia Shockwave was the software. In high school, I was hopelessly addicted to Miniclip games. I mean, Miniclip still makes games. They're just not on that website anymore. There's a fan remaster of Bugdom, really. Huh. Yeah, Miniclip had that one, it had that one, like, dirt bike game that everyone really liked, if I remember right. I would be really surprised if, yeah, Miniclip back then was based. Want to play Flash games? Go find a program called Flashpoint. Ooh. Heli 3 was my go-to. I feel like Heli 3 was just like... Yeah, Heli 3 was good. Was that the one that was kind of like based on the same system as Flappy Bird? Except, no, Flappy Bird you had to like tap, 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 whereas with Helicopter, you had to like push it down, it would go up, and then let go, and it would come back down. Something like that. Crunch. Heli 3 was like a Metal Slug type. Ooh, okay. Okay. Here's a weird one. In high school, so I only went to high school for 2 years, and then I took a test and got my diploma through the state. But in the media editing lab, everyone got on their computer and they would get their work done, and then they would download Unreal Tournament, and everyone would play on Unreal Tournament until it was time to get back to the lesson, or until it was the end of class. That was really fun. Honestly, that was really, really fun. Okay. Does anyone else remember a site for Flash games called Arsenal? Is that still around? They made like, it wasn't just games, it was like really cute art. Barry Halim or something like that. It's still around. And yeah, it's still based on Flash. That's a shame. It's the end of 2020 and also the end of Flash Player. Okay. They were so cute though. Like, I kind of wish that they. Oh. Wait, there's no way that these actually like still work. RC Laser Warrior. I never got into that. Let me see the one that I remember. There's one about a bunny jumping up from a snowy ground up into the Winter Bells. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's still here. Wait. Okay. Hold on. Okay, it's super cute. Okay, I'm gonna scooch and I'm gonna like move myself over to the side because okay, projector, and we're gonna make sure the browser window is on that one, and it's still here. Whoops, that's not what I need. Hello? Is that not gonna show up? Uh-oh. Come on. There it is. Okay. Looks so hard. Should be unreasonably slow. Okay. How to play. Use your mouse to move. Click mouse button to jump. Touch the bells to score. Birds will double your score. It's so cute! Look at this! And they were all like this. Like, it was all about like bunnies and tea and birds. It was super cute. Ah, there we go. He's fine. Really loud though. Can I reduce the... But yeah, that was the kind of game that that Original used to make. And it was just super cute. And in retrospect, they were the kind of games that I wouldn't have played a lot publicly. But it was one of those things where it was like, yeah, they were super cute. Or no. Nowadays, that makes a lot of sense because everything's got to be like super realistic. It's like, oh, it's a cute bunny in free fall. It's gonna, but it's like just plop, cute bunny times. Yeah, a lot of Flash games are ruined because of like shock value. Because like, what was it? Like a lot of the games that like Markiplier would play where it's like, can your pet? If you know, you know. Oh, Newgrounds, yeah. Oh gosh. Before I go too much further, thank you all for bearing with me from the beginning of the stream. I know that it started pretty rough, and I appreciate y'all having patience with me. Oh yes, bunnies can survive a fall from any height. Hot Wheels Flash games too. I never actually got into those. Is that actually you? Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't have a 2.5 dimensional pearl necklace like this, but hi, it's me. Odyssey Eurobeat, the one with music in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, and Matarcon of Shoujo. That would be me. Ken Blast being short for Kendra, and you're talking to her. Oh, Deltas, no. Oh, terrible. Hello, Arkines. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. See, yeah, that was around when, like, okay, Newgrounds and Z thing were kind of the thing for being edgy at the time. Because, like, that was the thing where it's like, oh my gosh, that kid's from the rough side of the internet. He goes over and plays out in like stickdeath.com or like Newgrounds or Z Thing, or, he reads a bunch of Maddox, yes, to be young and edgy light. Oh, we don't learn compassion until we're adults, do we? Some of the stuff you could find on yeah. I remember playing that on my DSi. Oh no. The mid thousands. See, I will say, there is something about. Well, no, I think I was looking back on that flavor of edge with rose-colored glasses, because like there was some stuff back then. There was a lot of stuff that was very phobic to a lot of groups back then that we just wrote off as, oh, they don't actually mean that. Imagine people actually saying that and meaning that. It's just edgy. We don't get to be edgy anymore. People talk about the death of humor as if it was from oversensitive people, when really it's from people that are mistaking joking about hatred with actually having that hatred and thinking that they're in good company. So we don't get to do jokes like that anymore, because let's be real, those kinds of jokes attract people that think that way. Hello, Zeta-san. Good to see you. Welcome back. Hydrate. That I can do. Playing Overwatch. Help? I think that bats. Well, get off of Overwatch, Fivehead. I could stand to get back into Valorant. Not that I'm any good at it, but I just love to be like, Jet 35. Just like the full tilt, like Ori, Alexandria kind of content. I think it'd be fun. I'd also have to actually like get good at FPSs, but pipe dreams, the lot. Valorant? How do you get good at Valorant? And then I should run into, oh my gosh, if I bumped into Ori on Val, I'd probably cry happy. I mean, I was extremely honored to join Ori and a few friends for some Lethal Company. That was pretty cool. I don't know if people actually like Valorant and Apex, or if they, think of the headpads, or if they like it enough to hate it until they like it again, or just the other game frustrates them into playing the other one. Crunch time. Free esports titles, that's it. Basically. I love Apex regardless of the sweats. You got a battle royale and a tactical shooter. Yeah. And I do understand that they play very differently. So Apex, so there's three shooters that I hear a lot about. 4 if I count Overwatch, but I haven't heard much about Overwatch, to be honest. So I hear about Overwatch a little bit. Hello, there we go. Overwatch, Apex, Valorant, and there is a 4th one, but I don't remember what it is right now. Can't be TF2. I know that some folks do still play Fortnite. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, Fortnite, Valorant, and Apex seem to be the circulation for a lot of FPSs these days. Not gonna lie, Fortnite's pretty fun. Or at least it was when I was playing it a little bit more often. Overwatch had a good esports scene, but now it's just nope. Yeah, it's my understanding that they really spiked the ball down. They didn't drop it so much as just like throw it. Just think about the edge back then. Of course, there was the NSF content fetishizing and dehumanizing, but also it just became any port in a storm to a degree. Yeah, I feel that. I will say, though, a few friends and I were having this conversation about the role of the internet. And the difference between, like, actually, Aaron and a few other friends, I think you heard me talking about this, like, when we used to have websites that we would seek out for information, and the shift to sites where that kind of content will be funneled to you. In the early internet, and this doesn't necessarily say that things were 100% better one way or another. In in ye olden days, before things were collected for you, you went out to search for sites. Yahoo used to be a directory of specific sites where, I want to learn about fruit. Okay, what kind of fruit do you want to learn about? Apples. Okay, what do I want to learn about? Apple types. And there would be websites about, determining apple types, which kind of apple type is best for your project or for your baking or for whatever. And now, those sites would link to other sites. And now, there was, now we have social platforms where people share what they're looking at and it brings it back to you. Timelines become a thing where it funnels content about those things to you in, pre-made packages called posts. Now, granted, that does make things a lot more convenient, but it sets up this conveyor belt where either someone just sets it up to you and you can just grab it off the conveyor belt, or it's just, just part of a larger thing where it's just like, okay, whatever, maybe the next thing will come along. It doesn't really reward going out into the world and finding something else that challenges your understanding of it. This isn't to say that we should go out and look for things that like completely throw us off or confuse us, or we should keep a certain amount of sense to us. But I wonder if the current internet would be the way it is if instead of platforms that shuffled content to us, we still had things like what NeoCities is trying to do now, where it's like you had your own little islands. And yeah, there were, you'd have someone that's just spouting their opinions as fact, but you'd also have, news websites and things like that where, if you needed actual news, you would just go get that instead of having it posted to you. I don't know. Early internet was weird. Not bad, just weird. In my day, a GIF was something you spread on your toast. I'm internet old. I invented brony music. Of course I'm ancient. The internet is definitely different than it used to be. In some cases for the better, for the record. I miss when there were barely any ads. Yeah, no, thank you for that, Butts. I would say, I think even a lot of blogs were monetized by ads. I think once we started wanting to monetize content on the consumer level, to keep payouts high enough. Sorry. So someone described the internet as a modern day Tower of Babel, where algorithms have driven us apart into our own communities, where if we were to immerse ourselves into a community we didn't see eye to eye with, it'd be like people were speaking an entirely different language. Latent. Did you have to? Very well. Yeah. Oh, that just drags the background with me. I can't do that. Okay. Anyway, did that. Thank you for the reminder, Zeta. I will speak. Hey, what are you implying? Oh, like not doing the nya anymore. Got it. Okay. Sure, I saw some of the sites I see back then. I think I'd get a virus. Yeah. So I remember using floppy disk. I remember that too. I remember when CDs were a new thing. Isn't that a thing? Yeah. That is a redeem that I have. I swear, if certain VTubers ever did visit, I feel like there'd be a few things that would be spammed. It would just be the end for me. Let's not forget the fact they made a better bad room setting than Unleashed 1 and 2's bedroom environments. Wah. Yeah, because I am a cute kitty ooh girl. Nya nya. I'm part cat. Let me nuzzle your thighs. VHS slapped. Listen, you could skip the intro. You could skip the ads in a VHS. You would just go forward until it actually started the movie. New goal save up for Nya. Yeah, VHS slapped. Honestly, like, I don't know. There's definitely a lot of stuff that's better about, like, disc-based media. But I feel like having a collection of stuff, like, especially now, like, in the light of stuff like Crunchyroll and closing Funimation and tripling the price, having some kind of backup, some kind of physical thing where once streaming services are done, you still have your stuff. There's value to that, I think. Remember when companies' websites for kid products actually had Flash games? I remember that, yeah. I remember when that was a big thing, and they all used Shockwave until they used Flash. What was I on about? Trick is to buy DVDs and leave them shrink wrapped because you own the copy on a machine. I will not speak to the specific methods one uses for their collection, but do what one must. Godzilla for me can't stand the Titanic movie. I mean, that's fair. Different strokes for different folks. Quick crunch. Filler. Oh. Really? Really? Thank you, Celine. You have certain VTubers. I mean, you're not wrong, but you don't gotta say it. Hey, what was that for? How? The Lego Flash games, though. Okay, Lego's always had a great sense of fun. Like, their video games, their CD games, their whatever kind of games, Lego just tends to just nail it. Lego has that same, like, weapons grade sense of fun that, like, Sakurai does. You know? Like, I don't know, Lego just always knocked their games out of the park from what I understand. I need to have dinner pretty soon. I'm only like an hour and a half through. The stream ends at 9. I should have thought about dinner. I was advised to have dinner. I think I had something, but it's not much. All right, take care, Ori Turtle. Thank you so much for popping in. Have a great rest of your day. Hydrate, that I can do. I still have an hour and a half. I'll eat after stream. There is treat stream, but that's different. Yeah, no. I've often thought about how my career would be different if I didn't. Thank you for the reminder. They pop in at the end of stream. Not at all, Vinyl. You're coming in at the right time. You're okay. You're good. Roller coaster. I mean, they still have a roller coaster tycoon. That's still a thing. Take care, mechanics. Thank you so much for popping in. Yeah, I thought it would be a short stream, but getting things off of my chest in ways that helped me process was very helpful. And I hope I didn't do too much of that. I do not like the idea of using my chat as like counseling, you know? I don't like the idea of an unhealthy relationship in that regard. Also, Open RCT is great. Yeah, I've heard about that. I still remember Joel or like Varg Skeletor playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's a feature. It's a feature. Just sneaky skulls. The Bozo, that's right. They thought they were getting pizza, but I replaced their pizza with C4. I appreciate that, Timber. I will say I feel like there's a time and a place for mommy. I don't know if this is the time for mommy. I do appreciate the sentiment though. The ride never ends. That's right. Rattle me bones. Hungy. More like hungy. Well, let's see how hungry you get in the pit. I don't know. I feel like I don't know, if I couldn't be a VTuber and I didn't want to use my camera, I'd want to stream sort of like how Varg Skeletor does. Mother, I crave violence. I don't know, it is, how do I say? Actually, listen, Friday's stream was a little spicy. We're not going to get that spicy again. Can we talk about the mommy thing? Not bad. Let me say, to a degree, I'm actually pretty all right with it. I am all right with interacting in a way where people see me as like, mommy, sorry, mommy, sorry, mommy. But it's also kind of weird because, like, on the one hand, I do give off some of that kind of energy. But then I compare myself to, like, Vexoria the Sun Eater or Cottontail's more empowered moments or Matara Khan. And it's like, I have a... I don't know if I don't know if I'm in the same kind of game because, like, I would be just crushed. Absolutely, like, me when I'm in a mommy competition and my opponent is Matara Khan. Or Vex. Or Cottontail. 2 kicks me with... Oh, holy crap, 2 kicks! I love that meme so much. You see how Cotton can... Yeah. I watched Cottontail clips sometimes. I've seen how that happens. Listen, I saw her reaction to Joel with the spitty thing. I don't know. It's not like I can't do it. I most certainly can. And it does validate me a bit when, I mean, on both ends of the maternal energy spectrum, there's, you know, mommy, sorry, the, yes, darling, of course I'm here for you. And then there's also the, like, the fact that people do feel comfortable sharing with me. Like, when they feel comfortable here and safe, and when I'm actually, like, providing a space where it feels like there's actual, you know, maternal energy. Daniel, the pizza, He-Man, eat it! Oh, gosh. Okay, Vark Skeletor is so good. Granddad! Flintstones? Remember, folks, don't snort memes up your dinkhole. It's hilarious when we see Dawn at VTuber crumbling to... Yeah, Lena. Or, what's it? I won't get into it too much. But it is an interesting dynamic, and it's one that I do enjoy to a degree. How do I say? It's all fun and games until you start legitimately asking to see. Perhaps it's that your chat is not all ready for Cotton. I mean, I feel like some of you are viewers in Cotton stream. I know. I've seen like Deflated Eagles over in Cotton stream from time to time. There's some crossover, and I like that actually. I'm glad to be up there with some of my favorites, some of my Oshis. Haven't done a bit. Need to hop back over. Yeah. Like you pronounce it, granddad. Oh gosh. Well, they have Dr. Amigo. Actually, I forget where I read it, but, or actually, I think it was in a VOD of his where I think he was playing the Night of Fire MIDI. He's like, oh man, I really like Eurobeat and like Italo Disco. Hey, Joel, hey, buddy. Big fan. I make the stuff. If you want to make a couple of songs together, you know who to go to. And I call the Ghostbusters, and I tell them, yeah, I want a ghost pizza. Oh gosh. I don't watch VTubers, and all the ones I do watch are male. I mean, hi. I'm a VTuber, and I'm not that. Hello, everybody. My name is Welcome. What? Something going on out there. I think it's just a lot of fireworks. I'm tempted to learn Eurobeat production just to make a remix of that entire album just for me. Do it. 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 Hello, my name is... Your name is a key smash, isn't it, Vinyl? Hmm? I'm the outlier girl. The ghost is trying to control me. Help! Vark Skeletor's Ghostbusters Eurobeat bootleg. I will say, it's one of those things that I would love to take on if I didn't already. Thank you for the reminder. It's one of those things I'd love to take on if I didn't already have a lot of projects. But I'd be down for that. I'd be pretty down for that. Actually, since I'm in safe company, I want to try something real quick because I know that even outside of like even within the stream, I tend to do like I tend to pitch it up a little bit. Let me see if I can speak completely naturally. All right, something more like this then. Yeah, if I speak just completely naturally, as if I was in like a VC or something. Surprise, surprise. Thank you for the headbats. It's still a challenge, and I know that like there's enthusiasm that comes with, and it's not even like I'm trying to put on airs. It's more just like I want to. There is something performative. It's like, you ever see an introvert get on stage and suddenly they activate, they light up? It's kind of like that with me. Like I'm still definitely, I think we're that bats. I'm still definitely an introvert. But, excuse me. It doesn't mean I have zero social energy. It just means that my battery depletes. And I need time alone to recharge that. That was the weird thing about the VShojo party after TwitchCon last year. Like, I was a social butterfly that night. I mean, partially because Cottontail is unironically amazing and so cool and the best, and I appreciate the absolute hell out of her. Let me hydrate real quick. I think if she hadn't greeted me so kindly that night, I probably wouldn't have been quite so, I could have danced all night. I could have danced. I think you're the only short thing about the stream. What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? I'm not short. What are you on about? I'm like five. Oh, I think we're that butts. I'm like 5'8" before heels. That is not short. Actually, what is the average height in like? Let's see, average height for women, California. Up to 5'4.17. 5.4.17. I am 5'8". You know exactly what that me shorty 5'3". I literally have like almost half a foot on you. Every time I see Odyssey in heels, I need to get on a chair to make eye contact. I do wear pretty high heels. Not gonna lie. Crunch. I do like high heels. Not necessarily for the height, but because they do amazing things for my legs and my ass. I don't know. I like what heels do for me. I don't know. I wanted to be taller when I thought that I still had to be dude mode. I don't mind being a little shorter these days. But I'm not short. 5'8". 5'8" for heels. And my social security is 69. Have you ever considered getting those tall goth steps? Honey, you could just ask for me to step on you. Just be straightforward about it, kitten. Okay, that was a little bit spicier than I wanted to go. Can't believe Odyssey's 4'3". Can't believe Odyssey has shrunk to the size of a single pea. Can't believe Odyssey is a molecule. I do have a couple of gothy boots on my throne. Actually, it's interesting to bring up the notion of throne, actually. I'd like to talk about that real quick. First of all, people have been spoiling me lately. Thank you so much for everyone who's been buying things off of that at all. for anyone who's been recommending things for that list, bless and thank you so much for your generosity, your contributions, all that kind of thing. I am contemplating a shift in that. I'm not inherently going for it right away, but I need to remember to speak naturally. While there are a lot of things that I love and would love to have on there, and super cute, real pretty dresses and lots of shoes and things like that, there are also things that I actually kind of need. And it feels wrong for me to list wants while there are needs on that board too, you know? I'm contemplating trimming the throne down to a handful of things. You know, wait, what? Why? What? Why? 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 Why would you? Why? That didn't. Nobody needs to know about that. That didn't need to be a thing. Copy the list of wants to add back later. Maybe. So here's the thing. I recently added, and here's some of my thought process of it. And let me go ahead and do the hydrate and the natural voice redeem. Thank you. Gosh, the fireworks are really going nuts outside. Happy Lunar New Year, by the way. What was I on about? Take care, Big Catapult. Have a great rest of your evening. Pixie! Welcome back. What was I talking about? Right. So I added a laptop to the throne wish list. Well, yeah, but I haven't seen you poking in too much. Have to head out. Vera, I'm sorry that your tummy's feeling bad. I wish you a swift recovery. Sleep well, and we'll see you tomorrow, yeah? I recently added a configure framework laptop to the throne. And the reason for that is as follows. My MacBook laptop is having some battery issues, which I could go in and fix. I can fix that. I can go into the Apple Store and get that patched up and whatever. Its graphical support is not where it needs to be, because I'm getting to a point now where my live sets have bigger demands. Video and audio at the same time, like running Resolume and also my set. I might have some more, I might be doing some things with my DAW live where I need a lot of processing at the same time. And if it's doing that and struggling with video, then it's just not going to work out. And right now, the MacBook that I have has served me well. It has certainly served me well when it's just doing Tractor. It's not quite at the place where it needs to be for when I think about what I would like to do with the laptop. I love the idea of a laptop where I could go and perform my set, audio and video, and then the next day do a stream from it, like a whole full tilt, one of these kinds of streams, easy going. And I like that idea. Am I getting the model with a GPU module? Let me double check, actually. I'm pretty sure I am. I know that I'm getting mine essentially pre-built. It's the professional grade one. Expansion cards. Which ones does it have listed? It's a 2 for... Oh, it shifted everything to USB-C. GPU one requires a 16... I only have the 13... I have the 13-inch listed. Here's the thing. I feel bad asking for, like, the maxed out 16-inch crazy go nuts, like, big scrungo laptop that I would want from the 16-inch. Modular. I do like the idea of the graphics one. I like the fact that it's modular. I like the fact that I could update it and upgrade it and all that kind of thing, and it'll be little to no fuss. 6 consoles, 10 computers. Take the GPU off when you don't need it. I thought about getting like an external GPU, but those tend to be easier said than done. Actually, I wouldn't mind the overkill model. AMD Ryzen. Is AMD Ryzen good? I have a feeling it's good, but I don't know for sure. Expansion bay shell that includes system. So, wow, wait. Macho Ghost Savage. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, everybody. It's good to see you here. Marygate, Macho, hello. Hope you're doing well. How's your stream? Let's see. Let's do Macho Go Savage. Yeah, how are you up to? Oops. Okay. Nice. You're playing Baldur's Gate. I've heard such good things about Baldur's Gate. One of these days, I might need to pick it up and like actually play it. But yeah, it's good to see you here. I hope you're having a good time. Today's stream is. It didn't start as intense as it or it started more intense than it was. It's consumed my life. That's the other thing I hear about. That's the other thing I hear about Baldur's Gate. That it's like, cancel my plans. This is my life now. One note is that the 16-inch framework laptops are not directly available yet. They're still working through pre-orders. I think that's fine. I don't know. I guess the thing is, I would like to have a laptop that not only caters to my performance needs, like on stage, but also allows me to get away from my desktop. And that's not just a matter of like, oh, I need convenience. For a few reasons, I need to get out of my apartment. I need something that will allow me to do my whatever I do here out there with little to no hassle, and also perform and things like that. And I can't do that with what I have. So when I think about listing a laptop on my throne, I'm actually going to go ahead and cancel the 13-inch because it seems like the 16-inch is the one to go with. I'm going to go ahead and do that one. 13-inch is definitely more portable. Yeah, but it looks like the graphics capabilities are less on the 13-inch, and I think I do need that because I like the idea of like, say that I go on tour or something, and I still want to stream, on the tour bus or something. I would like to have a laptop that could handle that. 16-inch is definitely the way to go for use case. Actually, here's the kicker. I would love to run my music, Resolume Avenue, which is video, and maybe some DMX. Maybe. Unlikely, but imagine if I could. 16 or 17 is the way to go. Went with a 17.5-inch and came with a 2070 Super. Welcome back, Amalgam. But here's the thing. Laptops or no. Like, or rather, framework or something else. It's a weird thing because I love and very much appreciate when people get me nice things from my throne because I do feel spoiled. I feel doted on and appreciated. And I love that. And I don't want to crap on that by any means. There are donors in the chat right now, so I can't exactly, I'm not gonna talk smack in any way, shape, or form. But it feels weird to ask for needs and wants at the same time. Because, like, I'd rather point you towards my needs than my wants. It feels like I can't really ask for things that I want if there's things that I need that, I don't know. You want to ask one thing? No worries, what's up? What is pot pot dancing? Good question. So, pot pot dancing is a form of line dancing. Sorry, I need to finish this this food. So, pot pot dancing is a form of line dancing done in nightclubs that is choreographed to, Eurobeat, high energy, trance, techno, music of the late 80s, early 90s, even thousands in Japan. And what's notable about it is, in a lot of cases, the footwork is not particularly complicated. It's usually side to side or even forward and back. where a lot of the effort goes to is the arm motions. Should we wait for Thursday to see it? There are VODs of my previous practices on Odyssey Eurobeat. Actually, why don't I just point y'all to that now? Let's see. I'm gonna switch account. Odyssey Eurobeat. If you want to see previous takes, and like previous streams of mine where I've done pata pata dancing, can I do? I'll do this. This should work. Okay. All right, no worries. And Zero Burrito, thank you so much for the follow and the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my work has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, and Matara Kana Vishojo. But yeah, there are a couple of Pata Pata practice videos on Odyssey Eurobeat, which I'll pin there. If you want to catch VODs, there's a few that I still need to upload. But this is where VODs of the channel are going, and possibly future clips. But yeah, what are my words here? That's what pata pata dancing is. It's a type of dancing that you do to Eurobeat, techno, trance, all kinds of stuff. And I've been learning it because one, it's good exercise, good amount of cardio, aerobics really, and two, can I get both, please? Two, it's something that I've wanted to learn for years. So now I have something that I can actually dance on stage. Yeah, and if I watching you dance and sing, yeah, that's the thing. I want to learn how to like dance these songs and sing them, because some of them are choreographed to my own work, but I didn't enjoy at the time because I didn't let myself do pata pata dancing. And now that I'm actually comfortable with myself and also a lot cuter, I'm more comfortable getting into that. So that'll be a thing. Odyssey Eurobeat topic. I forgot this is a thing. Yeah. It was nice seeing you throw out a little bit of Night of Fire and Anthrax. Yeah. Yeah, I had to a little bit because like Night of Fire, you gotta do it. You gotta dance to it that way. That's sort of the one that everyone learns or like starts with. Cute, no. Adorable, yes. Wait, what's the difference? I'm not sure if I understand. But yeah, that's what pata pata is. Got a few tabs I need to cloak. Sorry, couple little things bubbling up on my window. Switch to here. Yeah. All right, gonna close that as well. I think I'm gonna take another break real quick. I will be right back. Maybe 5-10 minutes as I go to the bathroom, rest up a little bit, answer some texts. Yeah. I will be right back. Gotta have the wink. I'm back. Well done. You're all very good at that. Thank you. It's good to be back. How y'all doing, by the way? I know that was not a very long break, but you know, one does what one can. Oh, think about that, bats. Um, you're concerned. What's wrong? If you don't mind me asking. If it's too personal, then don't worry about it. Think about that, pets. Um. Hey! Ow! Rude. All right. Forehead. Um. Oh, hydrate. That I can do. Gosh, I've gotten to a point where I shall take a short leave early. Throat is not being happy. No worries, Sky. Thank you so much for coming. Please take care of yourself. Have a great vocal rest, and see you again soon. Need to figure something. Some more food soonish. Oh, social battery's lowing. I need to get showering soonish. My exercise. No worries, Celine. Thank you so much for popping in. Have a great rest of your evening. I have a feeling that stream might end pretty soon. Not that it's going poorly, so much as like, I don't know. Maybe a stupid question has. That's not a stupid question at all, Gummy Burger. So, what I'm gonna do, I believe it's pronouns.alejo .io. Yeah, let me go ahead and link that to you. So what you do is you visit that link and you log in with your Twitch and you indicate your pronouns. And then it'll show up next to your name. Yeah, no worries. Gladly. Thank you for being willing to list them. I know that not everyone feels like listing theirs on, next to their name, and that's fine. But like for me, I know that it's important for me to be received by mine properly. So it only makes sense that I reciprocate that and respond to others with their pronouns properly. You're a wolf. Okay? Hi, wolf. I'm mom. Sorry. Crunch. Are you able to hear the background well, by the way, or is it kind of just like not? BRB, going to be returning to computer and can hear you there on phone and can't put sound on. No worries. Do what you gotta do. Pretty sure I did that hydrate. Oh, another hydrate. Who here's excited for Wednesday? Not necessarily Valentine's Day, but Wednesday. Mako! Hello! Hello, Raiders. Hello, Mako. How you doing, darling? I hope you're doing well today. How is your stream? I hope you are doing very well. Hello, Raiders, says one of the Raiders. I have chocolates for my dad, Tiny, and me. So, aw, that's cute. I mean, you all saw the schedule for today, right? Let's see. Yeah, we have two shoutouts here. And I love them both. Thank you for doing the shout out, the Twitch shout out, Pixie. Words are failing me right now. So here saw the schedule for this Wednesday. That is not what my hand is. Hello? There we go. I'm tired to hop in quite late stream. It is pretty late. Long story short, I mean, I think you were here for the beginning of my stream. It happens. Let's see. What was my brain gonna do? Sorry for asking, but do you have a Valentine? Why, of course I do. I'm looking at it right now. And on Wednesday, I'll be making Valentine's Day Choco for my Valentine. Aw, Pixie. Yeah, that's kind of been the cool thing about becoming a VTuber. In a silly and somewhat parasocialish way, um, I get to become everyone's Valentine. And this Wednesday, I thought that we would do something special. Um, this Wednesday, we're actually going to be making the kinds of chocolate that folks in Japan make for their Valentines. You know, like going through and just making the chocolate ourselves and actually like prepping it and getting it ready for delivery. I thought that'd be really cool. Like baking streams are always quite fun. So that'll be an IRL stream, in fact. Shh, you heard it from you heard it here, but you didn't hear it from me. Um, uh, yeah. Tomorrow I should have like all the candy making stuff arrive. So that'll be pretty cool. Actually, tomorrow what we're going to be doing instead is I think a couple of Valentine's days ago, we made Valentines for some of our friends and some other VTubers and such, and I think it'd be fun to make some now. I interpret it as no stream, like how Cotton has some of her no stream days, an activity unrelated to streaming. Ah, okay. No, that is actually a stream. If there's no stream, I'm gonna say no stream. I have like X no stream, or I'll do something with the color of the rectangle that I use. Yeah, no. Wednesday is a stream. And if you don't have someone to spend your Valentine's Day with, then well, come watch me make choco. Why don't I just call it chocolate? I think I'm just a weeb. I think the color also. Oh, because I colored both of them pink. If there is no stream, then I'm sad because aw, vinyl. But I'm right here, baby. Crunch. Ah, thank you for that, bats. And hydrate. That I can do. Wait. Blocked. That's another hydrate that I missed. There we go. Yeah, if I see that the Pepe Awuga is coming up, then I can just like, blocked. But then if I don't, then they're just looking at the Honganomgononologangas. With huge boobs. I mean, a real set of honkers. Real set of badonkers. Transfer student comes in with even bigger ones. Some badhonaga hoogs. Humongous Honganomgononologangas. Had to. Absolutely had to. It's a classic. As an aspiring Homganomgononologangas haver, you know, you need some Uno reverse card walls you can summon. That's actually a really good idea for a Tangia redemption. Just like an Uno card that's just like, no you. That'd actually be really cool. Are they looking at the honkers or are they Toho fans? No, if it's a Toho fan, they're looking at the pits. Hi Tiny. Actually, that reminds me. That is another thing on the throne list that is up there. I would like the Byakuren cosplay for Toho Fest. But you know, there's some other things on there where it's like, I think I may in the near future restructure my throne to list a few things that I want and a lot of things that I need. Sadly, this does mean that in time I will be reducing the amount of things that are still listed on there, including some things that I wanted. Because I'd rather have the things that I need. In terms of things that I want, I'm well taken care of. I have lots of beautiful dresses and skirts and shoes and outfits. I am well taken care of in that regard. And I'm able to shop for myself in terms of makeup in ways where I'm satisfied with what I have. In terms of what I need, like, okay, the keytar's pretty high up there. I don't need the keytar. I have a Roland AX7. As a matter of fact, I may save that one for later. I'll save that for later. But the laptop, maybe I might list another variety of laptop for that option, like as something else. Because then it doesn't have to be the framework. It could just be a really good laptop. And I feel bad doing this for the record. Because, like, I love looking at these. I love the stickers. I love the little lights and the cosplays and all that. Maybe I just need to move all of them to save for later. I don't know. On the same token, I don't want to seem ungrateful. Because, I really loved those throne streams where, like, we'd list things like, oh, it's so cute. And I'd gush over it. I wouldn't put two items of the same thing on their IMO, let everyone work towards one thing. Yeah, that does mean that I would need to pick something carefully. Yeah, I think I would have to do it that way. Especially if crowdfunding is open for both. Like, if both start in on getting crowdfunded, then both would need to be seen to completion, basically. I don't know. I feel like I might bring back that kind of stream once I might bring it back once I have things a bit more squared away. Just see if there's like a laptop fund option instead of a specific item. There is a way to do that. I know that you can create like a custom item and list it that way. I don't know. I'm trying to be careful about this because, like, I don't want to take your generosity for granted. Oh, thank you for that, Pats. Or to take advantage of it in that kind of way, you know? Because, like, the fact that you're here, the fact that you're watching me, the fact that you've listened to my music or things like that, just, you don't have to pay a cent to support me, and I appreciate that. And the fact that people go a step beyond, or even several steps, and, like, spend money on me at all, tremendous and very much appreciated. So when I do this kind of thing, I bring it up, you know, verbally, partially to run it by you and make sure it's all good, and partially just to, I guess, just to get a reality check to make sure that I'm not being ungrateful or something, you know? It's tricky because, like, I don't know, understandable, but it's important to support art, especially human and trans artists right now. Fair, but how do I say? Remember that I was the kind of girl that I had to talk to my counselor to actually let myself open. Am I a deepfake AI? You got me. I am robot. Boop beep boop, mother hacker. No. Am I? Oh no. I just imagine, like, no, I am not a deepfake. I am Pixels. I am a VTuber. Oh no, Celine. Pyongyang, so good. Oh no, NPC stream. Oh no. Okay, I still want to see Cotton do another one of those kinds of streams where she, like, the ARG NPC stream. We're like, oh, that was such a moment. I don't know. I really like that. Hey, I did nothing. Well, do you really think this will keep me back? Cute. I'm gonna do a TikTok mode stream. No, but actually, before I forget, chat, I like Twitch. I like it a lot. I like it here. Normalcy American beat. Oh gosh. Iliad Italo Disco. How would you feel about if I started multi-streaming? I have a couple of other platforms in mind, but thank you for the reminder. I have a couple other platforms in mind, but I would want to know what your take on it is. Multi-stream drifting. Exactly. I would love to know what your stance on it would be. Like, would you watch on another platform? Would you stop watching me if I did another platform at all? Would you rather be watching me on YouTube? Oh, no. I would never touch Kick. There's no way in hell I'm supporting that kind of that platform. Not after the stuff that's gone on with it. I promise you, I will not support Kick. Simple as. Imagine joining a platform where they rather unsubtly call for my death. Snowball's chance in hell. Kick is edgy Twitch. It's Twitch with blackjack and transphobes. It's Twitch but crap. More specifically, it's a platform that has one-to-one compatibility with a lot of what Twitch does and seems very similar to Twitch, but allows for gambling streams, and it platforms a lot of folks that were banned on Twitch. No! That kick is also no. No, 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 no. I had a kick. I don't want to. Woof. That is quite a name. Kick is literally recolored Twitch. They use the same ingest and streaming servers. Yeah, that makes sense. If I'm not mistaken, it uses the same backend. Yeah. Yeah, I will not be streaming to either Kick. And I'm not I mean, I would make the joke about Tumblr, streaming to Tumblr, but that's not possible anymore. But there are two platforms that are generally better received for VTubers, let alone trans people. Sorry to bring no worries. It's fair. I know that from Yahia Mice. Where do I remember that name? Where do I remember that name from? Right-wing Twitch, like Twitch isn't already... I mean, I'll say this. Twitch has been a more hospitable place for... you stream on YouTube, stream on your main channel. I would consult with my manager about how to do that kind of stream. Yeah, if I did stream to YouTube, then I would be consulting my manager about how to do that. YouTube channel management is interesting, isn't it? There's the main channel, there's the VOD channel, there's the clip channel, there's the secondary channel, there's I have 2 channels and that's too many. Stream on Newgrounds. Is that a thing? Can people actually like stream on Newgrounds? Do TikTok live. So good. Synthbrass, so good. Yes. Oh no. Oh no. Eurobeat NPC stream. The FM8, yum. There's main live and live VODs. Audio NPC stream. I feel like if we magically got back up to 200 subs today, I would do an audio NPC stream the next week. Seahorse has been experimenting with Twitch and YouTube at the same time and found it to be a significant pain. You might have some advice if you want feedback on how it is to try and do it. I appreciate that, Latent. I would be running a lot of this by my manager first. And don't get me wrong, many of you have a lot of insight and want things to do well, and I thank you so much for that. I will be consulting the one that I pay to help me out with that. Welcome back, gamer. Good to see you again. And I'm glad that you can hear me. Yay! All right. Natural voice stream. Thank you. On self. What was I about to do? But yeah, no. On the thank for the headbuds. For the platforms that I'm considering for multi-streaming, I'll be figuring out a plan with that. Synthbrass, so good. Burning love, car, baby, fire, desire, tonight, drift, Tokyo. Porter senpai, notice me. Wishing to be the log. Wishing to be the log. Collecting plushies. Gushing about DJ Command. Oh no. Does Nico Doga have live streams? They do. They actually do. No. 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 Yes. Thank you for the roses. Ice cream, so good. they're still going. Like, are NPC streams still going, or did that kind of peter out? Hey, Crunch. I feel like I would want to do something more interesting for an NPC stream. I wonder if I could do like NPC Eurobeat or something. I think that'd be hard to implement. So, I don't know about that one, Celine. It's not as common. It got replaced by TikTok Shop, the new QVC. What's going on? I look away for a second and Odyssey's going crazy. Well, that's what happens when you look away for a second. And they really thought I didn't have a lack of dopamine. Thank you for the reminder. I'll speak naturally. But yeah, no. This, listen, chat may not be going a mile a minute, but the subject matter sure does. Oop. Let's see. One second, please. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm good. Hang on one second. I'm sorry. Stuff that I'm not at liberty to disclose at the moment. Thank you for the head pats. I'll do the redeems in a second. I'm sorry. Hey, Trapmaster. Hey, Natsumibi. I'm sorry. I am receiving messages that I need to respond to at the moment. I'm very sorry. Someone I care about is going through a thing. Sorry, it's not the kind of thing that well, usually I try not to respond to messages during stream, but sometimes it's the kind of thing. And nope. Imagine coming into a VTuber stream and being like, "Hey, slut, take off your clothes. Let me see those titties." What do you think this is, Kick? I swear, some folks are only thinking with enough blood for one head at a time, you know? Take off your clothes, Jay, you heard him. Listen, I'm a random chatter, and let me tell you, when I say to a chick to take clothes off, they do it. Because apparently, their old contract with the streaming platform is less important than catering to my demands. What is going on in... listen, this happens enough to where there must be something. I hate to say it this way, but to the gentleman, because I've never seen a lady do it, to the gentlemen who have friends that do this, does it actually work? Have you actually gotten someone on Twitch to just straight up show titty because you were like, open your cloth? Hello, show bumps. Like, does that actually work? That's the only thing that I get that explains why so many guys are doing that. Obviously not everyone. Obviously not. But like, one, I have never seen a gal do that, or I haven't seen that kind of behavior from NBs or femmes, and I just, does it work? Has it ever worked in the history of anything ever that wasn't already an 18 plus platform? Or is it literally just to like beat down an attractive streamer? Just to be like, hey, I think I'm better than you. Obey my command. You live to serve me. Cater to my desires. Like, I gotta be real. And forgive me for saying it this way. I never understood this when I thought I was a dude. Like, I grew up around, thank you for the reminder. I grew up around this kind of thing. Like, you would think that I'd be privy to why that is. I do not have intel from that side of the fence. No. Hey, yeah, nah, yeah, not to me be, you're a dumbass. And may the women in your life be utterly disappointed in everything you do until you demonstrate infinitely better to those around you, okay? The Batman, what? What? No, don't talk about why are we talking about, why is the word goon in my chat? Why is it there? Why are we talking about goon? This is not Numi's couch. This is not Bao's stream. Oh no. Oh no, I think I know what you're referring to. Oh no. Oh, like a henchman. Okay. My streams really have changed into something else. Oh no, I was so say-so. What happened? I'm gonna say, I don't know. Cotton talked about gooning specifically. You did hit the gritty on Fortnite and catch me a victory. No worries, Vinyl. Have a good time, kitten. See you tomorrow. Reminds me of the Goon with the Spoon cookbook. Yeah, I remember, okay. I remember the story of Little Bunny Foo-Foo. Little Bunny Foo-Foo hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. Then down came the good fairy and said, if you don't stop in 3 days, I'll turn you into a goon. And like, I don't know what that is, but it sounded like not a great thing. If it's anything like the modern definition, then I understand it now. Just gonna say, hope your friend is holding up all right. Don't forget you can end stream if you. I appreciate that, Celine. For the record, I am doing well, and my friend seems to be in a stable place. It's at the point where there's not much where I would need to take action, but it's a matter of just being there. It was actually a pun in the end. Yeah, hair today, goon tomorrow. That's right. Yeah. The boomer radiation turns to say, so streamer into a Lul Sturts. Listen, you're not wrong. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I try not to joke about this kind of thing too much, but like, I will say, you know, in 2021, I was still presenting as a cis male. I got my COVID shot. 2 or 3 years later, here I am moaning into the microphone with big old titties. Clearly, you know, they're putting the pills into the vaccine to turn the transgender, you know. Clearly. It's the 5G. It's the 5G in the vaccine that transed my gender. Totally not. Was it Pfizer or Moderna? My first one was Johnson & Johnson. In 2021, I was president. Right? Yeah. Hey, fortunately, I recovered. Sorry. It turned the freaking frogs gay. That's right. I moan? No. Me? Where? Oh, thank you, Jade. I love them too. They so often make me feel better, even when I'm having a crappy time at first. Let me do that hydrate. I think I did it, but... The antibiotics, the antihistamines, Spyro the Dragon. Yeah, I as you can see, my condition has cleared up substantially. By the way, that is it's a Christian Twitch stream. No moaning here. Me and God are still duking a few things out. But yeah, is that why during the big C, I do recall that lockdown was a catalyst for a lot for a lot of trans people to be like, hey, I am not gonna last this thing, sis. That might have been the case for me. Actually, I remember, not gonna lie, one of the weeks that I took off during the stalker debacle, one of the weeks that I took off from streaming, a lot of that time was spent like practicing putting myself together. I used to spend like whole days just like dolling myself up to the 10s, not even the 9s, just all the way to 10, and just thriving on that. I've learned from that, actually. I put myself just a little bit extra these days, like IRL, and it feels trivial to like put yourself together to like wear something just a little bit nicer than you need to, or just do a little bit more makeup. God of Eurobeat versus God of Stuff. My money's on Odyssey. I'm not even a god. The name Jessa means behold, to gaze. Some may want to gaze at physical beauty. Hannah, how do you write beautiful poetry as natural and prose as naturally as you breathe? You are just like so sweet at all times. How? Definitely a lot of experimentation happened for me with things I couldn't get away with before. Yeah, honestly, I remember when I got my first place truly to myself, I'm like, yes, my things are packed and I'm set. I can transition here, I can transition here, I can transition here, I can transition here, I can transition here. I didn't end up transitioning there, but, you know, the option was certainly prominent. If you need help, just remember the left ear goes on the left side of your head and your right arm goes on the right side of your body. Huh? As you were talking about 5G, as I arrived to the stream, I gotta say this. I call my mobile hotspot on my phone Moderna. Fia, that is amazing. Bless. Yeah, by that logic, my Wi-Fi would be called something like J ampersand J. 5G. See, the problem is I only got LTE. I don't know. See, I like to joke about the kind of thing with folks that get the humor. I hesitate with it in some places because some folks are like, because I'm worried about the time when someone goes, I knew it, they're transing the genders. It's like, no, honey bear, no, honey, that's not how that works. No. Some people literally don't understand. Well, I think it's, how do I say? I think it might be the case that some people don't understand sarcasm and humor. I think some folks might want to believe something so much that even the slightest joke to that direction from someone that they don't want to hear it from will be fuel enough. Oh yeah, no, I understand that. Yeah. Hi, I'm Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. Now I'm going to perform at your venue.
Drop trow and show us what you're packing.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. I love some of those names where it's like, genders that's in your pants.
My gender is a knife.
Or what's the one with with Bowser in it. Genders, that's in your pants. My gender is shit. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Okay. My gender is this cool rock I found. What was the last one? The last one was, it was like, gender is what's in your pants. My gender is shit. My boyfriend is home from work, so I gotta head out. Thank you for making me laugh as always. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great rest of your evening, okay? Gender is in my pants. What if I'm not wearing pants? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm wearing a skirt. That just kind of falls out. I shouldn't be making a fucking noise on. I probably shouldn't. Okay. Wow. Earlier today, it's not going to be spicy. Later today, woo. Goodness. All right, let's. I'm gonna not. Gender is what's in your pants. My gender is Lego Concord set. Oh, sorry. I identify as a weapon. Pronouns are try me. Yeah. What's it? Try it again, and your pronouns will be has been or was were. In Minecraft. We haven't gone over the edge yet. There's still time to save it. No, do you mean massive? No, I mean Glock. Somehow it always comes back to gender. Is it Mexican 007? Thank you so much for the follow in the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, and Matara Kanavi Shoujo. Great to have you here. Gender? I hardly know her. No way I finally caught you streaming. I love you. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad that you're here. And yeah, make yourself at home. Make yourself comfy. We have fans of my work from originals, from the Toho work, from... Oh, yeah, I have them muted. Sorry. I think earlier I had them muted because, like, the mood was kind of rough. But I've unmuted them now. But yeah, you're in the right spot. It is great to have you here. Welcome to the Oddities. Although Oddlings is also in there. There is another streamer that has fans called the Oddities. I believe he's like a time traveling otter. And I think that's adorable. I'm not sure. See, when I first joined your stream, you were working on one of your songs. That was years ago. Yeah. And I still work on music on stream quite often, actually. In fact, usually on Tuesdays, I stream music production. The issue is right now, a lot of my work is client work, so I can't stream that for hopefully obvious reasons. But, yeah, I still very much work on Eurobeat, like, live on stream. So definitely the right spot to catch that still happening. Here's the issue. Aw, thank you for the hearts. Remember my first stream here was also joining during a production stream. Might have been around the time of Hurry Up. Yeah, client work. For those who don't know, like, Matara Khan's most recent original song, Night Cover, thank you for the head pats, that was a song that we worked on together. She and I co-wrote the lyrics. I composed it. She sang it amazingly. Yeah. It was during the 1.0 model. Yeah, that makes sense. Was that was the one that Lisa made? That was such a great start. And I remember there's a lot of iconic moments that happened with that model. I'm still so grateful to Lisa for, like, getting me started. And on a model that was based on, that was actually like me. Because don't get me wrong, I'm so grateful to the Jenny model for being close enough to how I looked too. But, like, that was my first time having an actual, like, model, you know? It's just me giving you a lot of hydrates. I remember you were trying to just get me to pee. Gotta say, some of y'all are the catalysts for your favorite piss tubers. I am not a piss tuber. But, yeah.
Huh? 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 Huh?
PP. Yeah, exactly. That was later. Yeah, that happened once. Yeah. I think we've had bats. That's the end of KFC. What are you frying chicken in there? Okay. It reminds me. Okay. Have some of you heard? Okay. Winston, what am I doing here then? Winston? What do you mean by that? What do you mean piss tubers are an actual? They're not an actual thing. It's a silly term for like, I don't know. It's gotta be a fake thing, right? That's not a real thing. But what about Sniper TF2? That is not yeah, Sniper's not a tuber. He just does a lot of piss. Yeah, I'm changing the subject. I don't want to talk about pee anymore. Yeah, not gonna lie. Okay, one more joke I will make. One of the biggest investments I made in myself was transitioning. Not just because I'm investing in myself as a person, but because all of a sudden everything I do is worth a whole lot more. Sorry. Oh no. Eurobeat girl bathwater. I just found these streams not too long ago and I'm having a great time. Honestly, like that is another thing that's womp womp. That's another thing that's happened like with my streams. Listen, hello Jenny, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Don't get me wrong, I loved when my streams were mostly womp womp. Shiley is adorable. Like I remember when my streams were like 90% music production. And that was great. But ever since I came out and ever since I became a VTuber, y'all have really come through for like just chatting in a beautiful way. And I super appreciate that. Don't get me wrong. Music production is what got me started. Like I've been streaming for what, some 7 years now? And VTubing for like 2 or 3. Odyssey Belle Delphine. I remember the stream where I came out. People were joking about like, oh, you're gonna do hot tub streams, because that was the meta at the time. But what was I on about? Like, I was scared to do a lot of just chatting streams, but then, like a lot of things with my transition with like streaming and whatnot, what I thought people would not want was respond to with either yes please, or bark 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 bark. Or some combination of 3. Thank you for the womp womps. Womp womp. Shy Lily's so cute. Yeah, exactly, Poketoa. That's exactly what it felt like. The Odyssey brand E for eggs and those out of eggs. So like, the thing was, I remember because like I had built a whole career out of like kind of being relatively faceless. Don't get me wrong, people saw my face. Like people saw my face and such, but I generally was not a big part of my own work. It was like I put out music, collab with another musician, I put out music. Streaming like this felt like it was out of the question. But now it's been one of the most fun things that I've ever done. To the point where I could have a crappy day and think I don't want to stream or that I won't stream for very long. But after 3 hours, I'm feeling a lot better. And that's not to say that there won't be a day when I decide that, not streaming would be better for my mental health or something. But I like these streams. I like just chatting. I like just being a little bit sillier, a little bit spicier, that kind of thing. Still remember... Huh? Oh, God. Oh, that whole stream was something. Playing Pal World for the past 3 days, I now have a cage full of... I hate that. I'm still not going to touch that game. And these streams are just a genuine... Aw. And again, you're so sweet. What the heck? Thank you. My brain is a break. Currently, my favorite song is The World One Dream Away While Driving. I'm glad that you like that one. The World One Dream Away, I still have a lot of good memories of that. By the way, I should let you know, I think about that bats. I probably got about another 5 minutes left before I do need to rest up and have some dinner and oh, everything. Really? You liked everything? Everything for your ecstasy. Everything for you one more time forever. My favorite song is still Playing with Fire is still one of my proudest works. Not gonna lie. Like, I had some bangers in like 2019, 2021. Not to say that I haven't had bangers in like 2023, but or even 2022. But I don't know, I had some bangers. Seraphim, Overdrive, and Luna in Discord. I'm glad you like. A lot of people seem to like Overdrive. Found Spider's Blood in Danmaku Kagura, not me hoping for A1 will throw on your songs. Here's the thing. Isn't Playing with. I think it is 2023. Yeah. Favorite is Wholesome Himbo. I think there are a couple of VTubers who like a lot more of like my Italo disco flavored stuff. Like, Matara Khan is documented for liking One for Me. Can't you see you're the... Actually, I wonder if I can still do that, like, Gino Caria kind of thing. Can't you see you're the one for me? And I need every second of your love. Like, she likes that one. And I think one other VTuber really likes Wholesome Himbo. Wanna Race and I recently listening to Until the Summer Sun. I remember, actually, Until the Summer Sun is one of those ones where, like, people seem to really, like it or not care. I remember Showtime really liked Until the Summer Sun. I'm glad that y'all like my work. Like, and I'm seeing a lot of recent stuff here too. So that, like, I'm relieved to hear that. Or love so yeah, okay. Chi-Chi did such a good job on that. And that was my first time remixing like a Bendy fan song, like a Bendy and the Ink Machine fan song. So I was worried about doing it justice. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Also, hell, I just play and walk away from the mix YouTube made with the Overdrive as the first song. I see. Your streams are like a cozy blanket on a rainy day. Wrap me in joy and warmth. Your positivity is contagious and your energy brightens even the cloudiest moments. Gamer, thank you. What the heck? So before I started watching your streams, I remember playing Monster Hunter Rise to the top. Just goes to show how even I knew your... before I knew you, your songs had an effect on me. That's the weird thing. That is the weird thing about, like, the career that I've had. Like, there are folks... Okay, actually, at Anthro Expo, there were folks that were like... Oh, thank you for that, Bats. They were like, I was there when you put out, like, When the Sun Goes Down. I was there when you did, like... Like, some of y'all were here for the MySpace days. What the heck? We don't talk about the MySpace days. But, like, that's the weird thing. Where it's like... What am I trying to get at? It's weird having so much of my old work remembered well. I wish I was there for that long. Hey. You're here now. And that's what's important. Evergreens is absolutely wonderful too, because Princess Inaba Scolding Me is one track that, well, not my favorite, sticks out to me. Also, Our Desires have been on loop in my head with Step Into the Fire. Oh, yay. Thank you for that, Bats. I will say this about recent Toho works. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of how they sound. I like how they sound. I would not mind the opportunity to do a song like I sounded before I came out. I worry that sharing more details like that, more details in this direction might paint a false or overly saturated picture of what's happening. But, while I like singing with the feminine timbre, I would not mind singing the way I used to as well. Like stuff like Our Desires and that kind of thing. Sorry, it got real awkward when I talked about that. But there are decisions that happen in the process of making those where, think of that, Bats. I don't mind sounding the way I used to. I don't mind that my singing voice can be masculine. Because I know that I'm a woman. Even if I sound, even if I sound down here, I'm still a woman. And even with that, it's just like, I like the range that I have. When it's here, by the way, watching Audie streams like that one morning when the sun is shining bright, the wind is cold. When did y'all get so sweet? When did you all get so freaking sweet? Stop it. I'm gonna ink. You guys are gonna make me ink. Aw, Vera, thank you. I'm glad that you like it. Although I listened to your before, Hyundai featured most of your songs on YouTube. Was they approached me for those first two. Where that butts. And then I ended up missing the boat on the third one, but they ended up going with a couple of my songs anyway. I think we've been sweet for a while. Well, yeah, but stop. Zero to mommy real quick. Wait, y'all saw that as mommy? I was trying to do like a dude voice. Wait, so this is actually like mommy to you? Is it actually? Like, genuinely. Really understand I used to be a high soprano, but since losing that, it's been a long as road to be able to sing again because I had so much dysphoria singing bass. I love my voice now. It's so, yeah, isn't that range so wonderful? I love that kind of thing. Or is it, am I into, really? I'm having a moment with that, actually. Huh. I hope soon that I don't have this for you when I do anything. Okay. Even like this. Wow. Thank you. Sorry. Before we end for the night, I don't want to wrap things up too. Thank you for the headbats. Before we wrap up for the night, I want to make sure. Oh, I missed a hat. Thank you for the 100 bits. Every bit helps. Every bit's appreciated. Can we get some love in the chat for Latent for those 100 bitties? Sorry, autocorrect. What I meant was, I hope I don't have dysphoria when I do anything. I hope you don't too. I hope in time that you learn to love exactly as you are and where you're going. Feels warmer in here suddenly. Yeah? Oh, ow. Hey. But before we go, any last questions, comments, remarks, redemptions? Let's see who's live right now, who we might raid. Let's see. Live. Oh, think of that, Bats. No, fuck. What the heck? Hey! Oh, that was a Tangia. Nice. That's a first. What was that on about? You're like a delightful escape to a world of smiles and laughter. It's like a virtual hug for the soul. Thank you for being heartwarming oasis in our day. Sending you all the love and good vibes. All in all, just keep up what you're already doing. Gamer, thank you so much for that. Oh, thank you for the hearts. What is my go-to karaoke song? That's a good question. I feel like I don't really have one. I find a couple of ones that I like. And if they have those, then I'll go with that. Like, I'd love to do Always Something There to Remind Me or something. Because there is always something there to remind me. Oh, all more hearts. Yay! Actually, kind of fitting for the holiday that's coming up. Need it for the bad parts. Aw, thank you. Thank you for 10 more things, I guess. I love singing to your songs. Thank you. Thank you, Hannah. Versa. I see. Well. Ooh, got me a little dizzy. Thank you so much for that. Well dance sequence. I see. Thank you for the headbats too. And let me go ahead and take care of this request for Persa. Ready? Arara, kawaii koto. How was that? You were more than adequate. Just got to keep that rain dance going while stuff is hard. You continue. Happiness is definitely a big part of our desires. Keep a faithful heart, and you won't have to reach the end for a while. You're an amazing girl. While you're no guardian angel, you're. All right, I applaud that. I applaud that. All right, friends. I am pretty tuckered out. Let's see who's streaming that we might read. Think of that, Pats. Seahorse is streaming. Mini Q is streaming. Ouija streaming. Niji streaming. Haven't seen Niji in a hot minute. Look at that, Bats. When was the last time we rated Niji? Niji Tan, my VTuber parent, not to bring things full circle. We're not going full circle. I think let's raid Niji. All right, friends. This is my VTuber parent, Niji Tan. They use they, them, and they are amazing. They're a lot of fun. They made this avatar. They actually make a lot of avatars like this for me, which is amazing. As someone who misses certain radio DJs, coming here is like that first few lines of the spirit of radio, and has been from the... Really? I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm glad that I could do that for you. All right, friends. I'm gonna do that hydrate, and then, all right. Well, I'm not sending you off without a freebie. Are you all ready for that, chat? Okaeri nasai. Gohan ni suru? Arigato. Okaeri nasai. Gohan ni suru? Ofuro ni suru? Soretomo wa da shi? And on that note, it is time for us to raid my VTuber parent, Nijitan. Thank you all so much for coming. I will go ahead and get the raid going. Oops, come on now. There we go. All right, see you tomorrow at the usual time this time for VTuber Valentines. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's get to see. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, bye. Leave.